This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
Next 1000.
Hundreds of liberty activists have joined the Free State Project and moved to New Hampshire for more liberty. But what if we could get 2,000 here by the autumn of 2011? That's the goal of the Next 1000 pledge. Drop by pledgebank.com/next1000 and sign up today.
Next 1000.
Are you a rep?
Yes, I am.
You here for the natural resources meeting?
I am.
Why should taxpayers have to...
Actually, I was here for the mental health work session earlier.
Oh, okay. Why should taxpayers have to pay for another department? I guess I'll ask again later. Yeah, that's my question, is why should taxpayers have to...
Excuse me. Hi, sorry I'm late. Who is that?
Oh, hi, I'm Dave Ridley with Ridley Report.
You're who?
Dave Ridley with the poor man's TV station, RidleyReport.com. I'm interviewing reps as they go in. You here for the natural resources meeting?
Yes.
Why should taxpayers have to fund yet another department?
Well, that's a good question. We haven't resolved yet. But adding another commissioner in New Hampshire, that is a problem.
Right. Thanks.
Will I read it now? No.
Here.
I don't know if this is a subcommittee meeting or a committee meeting. I should check the agenda, I guess. I guess that answers it. A committee. Is it Representative Sobrowski?
That's me.
Why should taxpayers have to fund yet another department?
Why should they? Who are you with?
With the RidleyReport.com.
With who?
RidleyReport.com. It's sort of a
Ridley Report.
correct. Poor man's TV station. And I guess so. Are you here for the Department of the idea of the Natural Resources Department hearing?
No.
Or a committee meeting, I guess I should say.
No, I'm here for the Dental Access Task Force.
Oh, okay.
I'm co-chair of the Dental Access Task Force, and dental health and oral health is a key priority of mine.
You get a pass in
So
that
that's
case.
why I'm here. But I'll answer your question anyway. Go
Oh,
ahead. Give me the question.
Yeah, do you know what's going on in here?
Not certain, but give me the question about
Thank you.
another department.
Yeah, basically they're talking about forming a Department of Natural Resources.
Okay.
And my question that I've been asking everybody that's going in there is, why should taxpayers have to fund yet another department in the time of economic crisis?
Even without knowing all the details, I would think that it would be best not to do that. And there may be other ways to bring attention to natural resources. I'm personally not fond of the idea that the resources are tied up or bonded together right now with economic development. That doesn't seem to make too much sense to me.
Well,
I'm sure there's another solution, but we don't need to expand the government. We don't need to expand the bureaucracy. If anything, we need to condense it down. So that's my philosophy. Does that help? Does that help?
Absolutely. But one thing I wasn't clear on with the with regard to it being bonded in, I wasn't clear on what that meant. What's the problem that's going on there?
Oh, at DRED?
Right.
Oh, I don't know there's necessarily a problem, but it strikes me that that's apples and oranges. Mm-hmm. You've got the resources here, and then you've got economic development. Now, wouldn't it make more sense if, I'm just guessing here, just off the top of my head, that resources maybe is included or a part of environmental services? Doesn't that seem to be a better match?
I'd rather have the government not involved in it at all.
Well, maybe to some extent, but that current combination in DRED doesn't strike me as the optimum kind of matching of responsibilities.
All I know is I heard the words "new department" and I came running.
I understand. So, good luck.
Too many departments already.
Did I help you?
Oh yes, thank you so much.
Okay.
Anyway, it looks like that committee meeting has already started, so maybe the best I can do is just grab a couple of shots of it and move on. I'm standing here with Chris Booth. I don't know where you're from, actually.
Actually, I'm from just outside of Concord.
Oh, okay. And you're running for Senate, the U.S. Senate, among other things. But today, you're here to do the same thing as me and raise questions about the idea of establishing a new department.
A new department with a new department head who wants to get paid $50,000 a year and increase our taxes. The less departments we have, the better.
That's good. Do you have any specific concerns beyond that?
No.
Yeah, I mean, that was all I really needed to hear was they were looking at forming a new department, and that brought me running here.
Right.
But yeah, I haven't been able to get the other side of the been able to get the other viewpoint yet. So I guess I'll just keep my eyes out.
I
for
came
anyone
here to
that's
see
going.
who was here.
Yeah, there's not very many folks in there.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
ElectChrisBooth.com. Vote Chris Booth,
And
independent.
that's
for
national.
US
We're on the
Senate.
state level right now. All right.
Well, it's only people from this state that can vote for me.
Oh, okay.
It's not necessarily efficient. You know, so they drive from place to place to mow the different lawns, for instance.
Question, but that a good manager of the state park system, given the flexibility to manage, could do a much better job. I think part of the problem with Ted is there's too many statutory restrictions on his actions, and a lot of those statutory restrictions are necessary. You know, public money can't just be, you know, put into an account and you say, here, go spend it. I mean, you need to have accountability.
Well, there you have it. One of the nice things about New Hampshire politics, you really can go into a committee meeting and be noticed as an individual, because you might be the only one there. This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by Next 1000.